Major developments today. All Maryland public schools will be closed for 2 weeks effective Monday. It is one of the latest actions that Governor Larry Hogan announced to stop.
We learned that Maryland public schools will be closed for at least another month.
What has high school at NACA meant to you in one word?
That's heavy.
In one word.
Oh, I don't know.
If I was to describe my high school experience at MACA in one word, it would be
High school was just a crazy part of my life. I mean, I wasn't in MACA like full high school. You know, I went to public school, 9th grade, then I came back, and I mean, just seeing everybody again was great. And high school was just awesome for me. You know, I got to play some basketball and worship team, all of that. It was just such a great time. My favorite part was definitely the basketball. You know, I got to really build relationships with these guys, my teammates, and senior year, win the championship, so it was just a great time.
I've been able to play on a lot of different sports teams over the years in high school, and it's always been a fun opportunity to just get to know all those guys on the team and become a family by the end of the year. And it's one of those experiences that I'll never forget.
the homecoming games. I was a cheerleader for all 6 years, so I couldn't miss any of them.
So one of my favorite memories was my junior and senior year of basketball. The team that we had really just came together, and it was really more like a family than a team. And it was really cool to grow with those girls because I knew most of them since elementary school.
Playing for MACA my junior year in baseball, it was a lot of fun. I was a little bit nervous at first because it was my first year playing for MACA. Overall, I really enjoyed just being able to spend time with the team.
Some of my favorite memories at MACA are playing sports at MACA, specifically soccer. Going into the playoffs, we were the bottom seed out of the whole conference. We were the worst team. But as soon as we got into the actual playoffs, for some reason, we just started working so well together. We started destroying every team, and we made it to the championship game. And we barely lost, but it was such a cool experience to make it that far.
Some of my favorite memories included playing on the varsity volleyball team with Coach Blair. He was such a big inspiration and encouragement to me towards just my whole high school career.
Another huge memory I'm going to remember for a while is the privilege of doing MACA mornings with Jacob Brethauer and Nathan Stein.
Good morning, MACA. I am Sam Carroll, coming in hot with my compadre Nathan Stein, bringing you the MACA morning announcements.
I'll just remember just waking up, going in the studio, and good morning, MACA. Here comes the announcements. Coming in hot with my compadre Nathan Stein. I'll just remember that for probably as long as I live.
This year I had the opportunity to produce the MACA Mornings announcement show, and so that's been really fun, just being able to hang out with those group of guys and film this stuff every week. And I know there's a lot of stuff that we filmed that hasn't ended up in the final cut.
You know what I'm saying? You have this in your other hand like you're just drinking. Are you kidding me? I totally got this just for you.
And this has been so much fun to be able to have those experiences with those guys.
I remember this year's Race for Education had the color bomb run. It was the color run, and it was really cool. We had all kinds of stuff we were throwing. We were throwing chalk and all kinds of different colors at each other, and everybody come out. And we had stained clothes, but it was really good. That was probably one of my favorite moments from being here at MACA. I remember that very well.
Someone who's really inspired me at MACA was the nurse, Miss Molly. She was really kind and would always be there for me whenever I needed her.
One way MACA's really prepared me for the future is probably through all of the college classes, because I'm going to be graduating with a semester done.
Mrs. Korn and Mrs. Bronner, they're so amazing. Inside of the classroom and outside of it, I've gotten to have so many conversations with them. They love the kids that they teach, and I love them. They're such cool people. MACA has helped me prepare for the future by their college courses. I took environmental science, which I was not super thrilled about in the beginning, but it ended up being my favorite class, so that might have something to do with my future.
Mr. Rose is really encouraging, especially now with the online learning. He always does a devotion in the morning, and it's just really encouraging, and I love how he takes time to do that before explaining the class for the day, and it's helped me get back in the Word with God and just how teachers are trying to encourage us.
The junior hike was also an interesting memory.
The campfire, when we were just sitting down as a class, just talking with the teachers and sharing memories and just having really good conversations. And then that second hike we did was the big one. You know, we helped each other get up on the rocks, and then once we got through the hard part, we had this beautiful view and just ate lunch together. It was a really good time.
It was a pretty tough hike. At one point we were climbing rocks, which was pretty intense, but it was fun. And then we had cabins where we were all separated with our friends and got to spend time with them there. And then we had a fire and just talked around it, and it was a really cool experience to be able to go with your classmates and sponsored by your school.
So the junior hike was also one of my favorite memories. It was so cool, even for the 2 days. We were all just one group of friends just having a great time out in the woods.
As a class, we really came together, and it was just really fun to spend that time with them. And retreat was so much fun. I loved that. Coming into the retreat was weird because I didn't know everybody, and everybody was talking about all these memories that they have, and will we do this thing again that we did last year? And on the first day, we had the mud pit thing, and I was super grossed out by that and stuff. So it was a little bit intimidating, but by the end of the retreat, I felt really close with everybody, and just I had formed a bond with some of my classmates, and that was really cool.
I think the lip syncs were really fun with our grade because we would all come together and we didn't care if we really looked dumb. We were just having a good time bonding with each other.
The lip syncs, we would go to the high school retreat, and then our class would get together to make lip syncs. And then before we would go to the retreat, we would get together normally at someone's house or just at downtime we would have at school and plan them, which it normally took a while, but it was a lot of fun, and we normally got it together in the end. And our grade, aside from freshman year, we've been pretty successful. I think senior year with our We're All in This Together lip sync, we ended up winning, and that was probably my favorite one.
I think some of my favorite memories have to do with the high school retreats that we had at MACA. Just all the competitions and being able to just compete with our class and all the other classes at school was a really fun experience. I remember the last retreat we had to do a video scavenger hunt, and so our team just were running around Camp Calvary, just getting different videos and stuff and just having a great time, and that was one thing that I'll always remember.
Well, in high school events, the high school retreat's definitely one of the big ones. Just dive deeper into my relationship with Jesus. And definitely my biggest pivotal moment in high school was junior year, coming to the Lord, finding my relationship with Jesus, and it's been just a great time, a great complete change that's just shaped my future in a different way.
I describe MACA as my family more than anything else because, as I said before, my basketball team we were all really close, and they were more of my sisters than just my teammates.
The one word to describe the senior year is going to be crazy.
One word I would use to describe my high school experience is friendship, because I met a lot of my closest friends at MACA and we made a ton of memories together.
I guess one word to explain MACA would be long, but it's been a good long. I've made lots of memories and friends.
One word I would use to describe MACA is love.
Family.
Interesting and encouraging.
Opportunity.
If I were to describe MACA in one word, it would probably be different, because I've gone to public school my whole life and then transferred in my sophomore year. I met some of the best and closest people to me now.
Interesting, but in a good way.
Memorable.
In one word, high school at MACA has really meant growth to me. If you look back, even just through my whole high school career, you'd see a huge amount of growth mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I know that is MACA's mission statement, so I guess they did a pretty good job.
So for the senior class, I've gotten to know a lot of you guys over the course of the years, and just know that this is just the beginning. So whatever you're going to do in the future, I just encourage you to give it your all and give the glory to God, because I know you're going to be able to do amazing things.
I think we're all really excited to start our own journeys and write our own stories, but I think it's important to remember that MACA is always going to be, those beginning chapters. And it's kind of bittersweet because we know that once we walk out those doors, we may never see each other again. But I know MACA gave me some of the best years of my life, so I want to thank you guys for that.